So the next step is ice and water shield, which I've got a little spare piece of this right here so you can see it. Essentially what this does is it goes down along the eaves. Again, that's at your gutter line at the bottoms of the roof. It's 3 feet tall, so it goes up 3 feet across the bottoms. It also goes in your valleys, which are over here. So this is a valley where essentially 2 roof planes come together. And then around penetrations as well, so any pipes, anything coming up through the roof. In some cases, again, in our best version, we will also have to run that up the walls in areas as well. So now, what is this product? So this is granulated on one side, almost like sandpaper, and on the back it has basically a tarred adhesion. And so you roll this out on the roof deck, you pull the plastic off, and then it sticks itself down to those areas. So once it gets hot, it gets super gooey, super sticky. It can be a headache to work with in the dead of summer, trust me. But it is there for ice damming. This is why it's called ice and water shield. So what happens in this climate zone specifically is when we get some snow and ice, it always rapid melts. We're not in a climate zone where it snows and then we wait till spring for it to melt. It is literally here today and gone tomorrow. And so what happens is, specifically at these bottoms, at these eaves, you're overhung from the wall. So your exterior wall is further back, and so a lot of this portion of the roof is actually outside of the home. And so the heat transfer from inside of the house melts the snow and ice up there first, and the snow and ice down here melts last. So what that does is, as that is melting up top, that water's running down and hitting that ice, built up ice and snow down here, and it's creating an ice dam. And that can allow the water to back up underneath of the shingles and potentially, find its way into the substrate, into the wood. So soak into the wood, cause a leak, cause long-term damage. The ice and water shield goes down, so when that does happen, it does not leak and soak into your roof deck. So as we put that product down, and then as we start to install the shingles over top of that, the nail, as it goes to that ice and water shield, the ice and water shield actually seals around the shaft of that nail. So if that water does back up, it can't leak into the nail holes, it can't leak into the wood at all. It just runs out harmlessly between the shingle and on top of the ice and water shield outside of the roof. We put it around penetrations for the same reason. So anywhere where there's a pipe, that snow and ice builds up behind that, and so you can get the same exact condition. And then also in valleys where those 2 roof planes come together, you are going to get a lot more snow buildup in there just naturally, and that's a huge watershed area. So water from this side of the roof and this side of the roof are all channeling down into that valley, and can cause that back up there as well. So that's what we put that product down for. And again, that's going to go on every roof. It's going to go at the eaves, at the bottoms, in the valleys, and around penetrations. And then if you have chosen the warranty as your biggest motivation, where you're going to get that 50-year non-depreciating lifetime warranty, both on the installation and the material, we will also have to put it up the walls.